Elis James and John Robbins.
Radio X.
$6.5 billion careful owners. The man who sold the world. You're listening to Radio X. I am John Robbins, and to my left, a man whose performance as Ratty in the Year 3 performance of Wind in the Willows led the theatre critic of the Carmarthen Gazette to comment, in Elis James, we have found the Welsh Henry Irving. It's Mr. Elis James.
Good afternoon, how are you, John?
I'm there, I'm getting there. I'm getting in the vibe.
Yeah, can I tell the listeners what you told me on text about 2 hours ago?
About what?
Well, some of your habits.
Yeah, sure.
Well, what you ate last night.
Yes. What do you think I ate last night, Vin?
Couscous.
Think sad.
Couscous.
Think
Have
sadder.
you ever met me?
Sadder than couscous?
Yeah,
that's a pretty sad
think
food
sadder.
stuff.
If
Think
you ask me,
bleaker.
couscous is one of the saddest foods.
Yeah, it's so dry, it's like eating the beach.
Canned
Yeah.
fish?
Good guess, but no, I wish to God it had been.
Because John's slightly more sprightly than I expected him to be, because he texted me what he'd done last night, and I was
Was
expecting...
it something pickled?
Yeah, well, you're on the right tracks.
You're on the right track, actually, Vin, yeah.
Ellis, put the listeners out of their misery.
Is it 10 bags of Space Invaders?
10 bags of Space Raiders.
Space Raiders.
An
The Big
entire...
That's 9 too many, John.
I know. I went to the supermarket to get my dinner, and I thought, you never have crisps in the house. And I had the same conversation I always have in the supermarket, because if you got them in the house, you end up bloody eating them.
You'll
don't
only
you, John?
you'll only end up
them
eating
for
them.
there. So I bought them, and I ate 2 on the way home, and then I put on Mindhunter, a Netflix series that I'm quite into, and I had 8 cans of neck oil and 10 bags of Space Raiders, and felt awful.
Yeah. When did you start to feel bad?
I knew at packet 6 that I was on the way.
It's 6 and yet you still ploughed on.
I thought, this is going to happen, isn't it? This is a Friday night and you're on your own watching Mindhunter, and ironically, you're, in a sense, trying to hunt your own mind at the bottom of a multi-pack of Space Raiders. They're only £1.
What, for 10?
Yeah.
10p each. That worries me. Alarm bells. So, packets 7, 8, 9 and 10, it was attritional by this point.
Packet 10 was on the toilet. God. And then
Why?
because
You're not on a tight schedule.
I was eating them at such a pace by then that I was not even sitting down to eat them. And then in the morning,
Not
there
even
was,
sitting down to use the toilet.
in the morning, I went into the bathroom to find a crisp packet by the toilet, and I went downstairs and I'd mistakenly thought I was going to get some writing down, and my writing done, and my pad was open on a page next to six empty cans of neck oil and further Space Raider empties, and all I'd written was "Grief is living." Oh God, what a life! What a life! If any of you out there are in happy relationships, and every so often you have the fantasy of the grass is greener, living on your own somewhere, it isn't. The grass is dead and covered in empty packets of Space Raiders.
Grief is living?
Grief is living. What an insight to have into your own mind.
Do you remember writing that?
I think, yeah, I do. I have sort of quite a full memory of the evening.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't remember when I got up.
And neck oil is an alcoholic drink, isn't it?
Yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful, dangerous Duchess.
Because it sounds like a nerve tonic that people drank in the 19th century.
It sort of is in a way.
Yeah. I mean, it's destroying your nerves.
There's only one place near me that sells it, and I keep ringing him to ask if he's got it in yet, and then I go and buy it all. Anyway, folks, the show
We're going to be keeping it light.
The show gets more upbeat as we go on.
Elis James and John Robbins.
Radio
X.
You're listening to Elis James and John Robbins on Radio X. We had a great text in. Last night I ate 2 sharing bags of kettle crisps, balsamic vinegar, followed by black peppercorn for dessert. Grief is living. That's a reference to the opening link where John was talking about his night. He ate, was it 10 bags of Space Invaders?
Yes.
And then wrote down the words "grief is living," which gave him a real surprise this morning. So if you ate maybe if you spent the night on your own and you ate something you shouldn't have done, do let us know on 83936 at Radio X on the Twitter using the hashtag
Grief is living. Grief is living, which is a double-pronged sort of maxim, because it suggests, on the one hand, that life itself is grief, but on the other hand, that grief itself is alive.
Yeah. Again, we're on commercial radio here on Radio X. We're trying to keep it upbeat, but what can you say? If this is the kind of thing that John wants to talk about, then I'm here to enable this.
This from Matt Hoss on Twitter. Last night I slept in the back of my car and ate 3 Trek bars for dinner. # grief is living.
This is just what we want.
Yeah, this is fantastic stuff.
Sponsors are going to love this.
They are. We're going to get sponsored by Andrex and, I don't know, Barocca.
Yeah. A co-op, they used to do funerals, didn't they?
They did. Folks, it's time to delve into the hashtag that is taking the nation by storm. It's Grief is Living. This from Emily on Twitter. Yesterday, I ate 2 boxes of cereal. # grief is living.
This from Priest Williams. My pasta sauce last night was a failure, so I ate some Laughing Cow triangles with various carbs for dinner. Bread, crackers and crisps. # grief is living.
This from Daniel Scase. I just ate 2 cheese and ham slices and a share bag of M&Ms in a sad car park because I don't want my girlfriend to find out I'm a secret eater. # grief is living.
Last night, I had chicken fowl washed down with 4 cans of Black Irish Stout. Today, grief is living downwind from me. That's Mike sat on the M5 car park.
That tweet inspired me to have a very hot curry tonight.
Oh.
Which I'm going to do.
How many bags of crisps?
None. I've never eaten crisps again. I had to deal with the double hammer of an alcohol-related hangover and a crisp-related hangover.
Yeah. Food hangovers are weird, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not fun at all.
They're not fun at all.
This from Ross Middleton, our resident statistician. Last night I bought chocolate shoe buns for me and a flatmate. She went out with her boyfriend, so I ate both. # grief is living.